Shabbat Shalom and greetings to you all. Now, never did I think I would wake one day in a world where Jews were now being told to hide the fact they were Jews. The other day in Germany, Jews were told not to show displays of their being Jewish for fear of repercussions. How far backwards has this world gone? I see the protests against Israel. That was once the bastions of free thought and speech, the great universities in North America, which have become rampant hotbeds of anti-Semitism, not to mention so-called world leaders, failing to condemn the mass slaughter of innocents for no reason other than they're Jewish. You know, friends, barely 0.2%, not 1%, 0.2% of the world's population is Jewish. And every Jew everywhere knows someone directly impacted by this mindless, senseless, monstrous butchery. And every year we close the Torah and every book of the Bible and we say Chazak, Chazak, v'nichazek. And that means be strong, and let us strengthen others. It's not a catchphrase for God or epitaph for Moses. It is instead a rallying cry for Jews everywhere. We close each book of the Bible with that phrase and our hearts go out for the Jewish people, not just in Israel. We're not as fortunate as us to be here celebrating the freedom to be whoever we are, but everywhere. But beware, it is not just a rallying cry for Jews, but for all humanity now. Well, the New Year's begun. The gathering festivals have ended for now. But we still come together. We still gather, as we do weekly. But we come together as a group to honor and pray and observe as a community, collective consciousness of seekers showing faith, although many are afraid to go to the synagogues these days for fear of anti-Semitism. But we respect all faith. We respect all love, any kind of love. We are a true chavura fellowship, my friends, as we express our nature of kindness, compassion, thoughts, feelings, hopes, dreams, and wishes that unites us all in this house of spirit, Beth Ruach, sharing and bringing light, keeping fear at bay, and even though together, we're always individual in our approach, each connecting in his or her or their own way. So once again, please do go ahead and invite everybody, physically, digitally, psychically, emotionally, spiritually, any way at all to gather and share from Psalm 133, the Hinei Matov. Come together. How good, how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters together. Community. Together. Now we support each other in this community, so let's all spread love, goodwill, and fellowship to the whole world. Remember, friends, this is you setting aside a little bit of sacred time in your own little sacred space to honor and converse with whoever, whatever you happen to believe in, because we all believe in something. It's part of your kavanah, your intention, that you put out to the universe. It's your goodwill. Goodwill and intention are the roots of what you control, of what you can correct in life. It is your intention that sets in motion everything that occurs in your lives. Let's take some time now. Let's use that intention. Let's send some of that goodwill, some light, some healing out to whoever you know that needs it. Healing and renewal for everyone. It flowed through space, finding those in need. So send it out for those you know and for the souls and spirits of everyone you love. So think of whoever that needs healing and renewal. Love, goodwill, whatever they need, focus on them. Call their names or say it in your own mind's eye. It's not just for people, it is for our pets, it's for the earth, it is the healing of the world, the tikkun olam, that's part of our spiritual genetic makeup. We have to help heal the world. It's not something we can complete, it's just an ongoing task to be dealt with in this lifetime, in every lifetime. We must each do our part. We must each do what we can to improve and change our own little corner of the universe, because as we change ourselves, we change the conditions of life. Part of the healing of the world is ascending these thoughts and energy for health and renewal and goodwill for everybody. They don't have to be sick. It's for those in our hearts and our minds. So let's all send energy out for people in need everywhere. And special thoughts and prayers for those in need of assistance, such as now. With heavy hearts and concern, we share the pain those killed, kidnapped. We pray for those who need prayer. We don't have to know them. We want health, recovery, good life for everybody around us, for Doria and Gloria, for Marcia, Gus, for Ruth Bat Hannah, for Johnny, Fern, for Ronnie, Connie, for Dave, Snoopy, for Nina Panina, for Danny and Tally, for all those suffering and in need. Let's not forget to include the familiars of our lives, all of our sacred animal friends everywhere, for everyone you know in need, for the whole world, for Rosemary. Let's pray for the release of all the hostages. It is the kindness, the healing, wishes, goodwill, and love we all send out. It just circles the world finding those in need. So thank you, each of you, for all you do, for all you care. Because the world is a world of spirit, and spirit, my friends, never dies. Me. Avotedu. Makor Chabracha. Libotedu. May the source of strength bless the one that's before us. Help us find the courage. Make our lives a blessing. The renewal of body. The renewal of spirit. Let us say, Amen. Yishaberach. Let us all have our spirits renewed, because this is the great prayer for healing. Call upon God to heal as He has healed before. Be Shaberach, may He who blessed, because all healing is a blessing. Let's all send and receive healing and renewal energy in our efforts to love, to share, to care, to grow. It's a special week. Not just because we begin the descent into the story of man from the epic cosmic creation of the first reading. This is the week that calls for the blessings of the animals, the great unconditional friends in all of our lives. As we read Noah, the man who saved the animals for us. Say the name. You think of Noah's Ark. The famous floating zoo, the animals, the rain, the raven, and the dove, the rainbow. That about covers it, doesn't it? All emblems that we still see, that we still use. We all know the story of Noah, of the ark, or as Devorah will tell you, the tabah, the box he built. It was no boat. It was a word used twice in the Bible. When a word is used in more than one place, they're connected. So the only other place you find that word is in the story of the birth of Moses, when placed in a basket and floated down the Nile. Moses was placed in a tabah. No one thinks Moses was in a boat, do they? Think about it. Think about the image. How different it is between a boat and a box, and how a box and a boat are just not the same. Moses was in a small box. Noah was in a big box. But it's more than a great story. And it is a great story. We also get actually the first Thanksgiving sacrifice and prayer. And every morning we rise and we give thanks as we recite the Modeh Ani, I give thanks. Modeh Ani Livanecha, I give thanks before your face, King. Spirit living and eternal. You have returned my soul to me with compassion. Abundant is your faithfulness. It's a prayer that speaks of the two-sided relationship between us and our Creator. Right? But there is so much more to Noah than this. You have to add in sacrifices, man becoming carnivore, the planting of vineyards, drunken orgies. Wait, I don't recall a lot of talk about those things. But just about the rain and about the flood. But Noah is so much more. He is also the first story of faith. Here is this guy in beautiful sunny Sumer. Here's a voice telling him build a giant box because a flood is coming. And he does. All the locals come. Made fun and mocked him in his warnings. But you can't please everyone, my friends. We all face that in our own lives. We can't please everyone. And when we try, it usually leads to disaster and the unhappiness of all. Here was someone who was following the word of God because it's the word he heard. And we all hear the words of God. Sometimes, however, we just don't listen. People came from miles around. Everyone was there. Your Coco brought her walrus. There was magic in the air. Over in the corner, much to my surprise, Mr. Hughes hid Dylan shoes, wearing his disguise. But it's alright now. I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. Please yourself, my friends. Trust yourself. Now, what precipitated this? Go back to the end of last week, Genesis 6:5. And the Lord saw that human bad was multiplied in the earth, and every inclination of their heart's thoughts was only bad all day. The Lord regretted that he had made humankind in the earth, and he was grieved to his heart. And the earth was corrupted before God, and the earth was filled with violence. So what's changed? Is man any better? I sometimes think he gets worse because he doesn't know better. He should know better. And the fights are so much about each person's perception of truth. I'm sick and tired of hearing things up short-sighted, narrow-minded hypocrites. All I want is the truth. Just give me some truth. Isn't that what all of us want? Just some truth. It shouldn't be so hard. It shouldn't be so complicated. It shouldn't be so contentious. But it's something we no longer trust that we get. We've reached a point where we can't rely on what we hear or see to be true anymore. That is truly a sad state of affairs. And that's only a glimpse of what we read about this week. It is a reading that begins with the wickedness of man and the reminder of God's regret at creating him, and the fact that there's always evil in his heart. You now look around, all these thousands of years later, yikes, it's still there. Now the reading moves on to what people think of when they think of the name Noah, the great flood. Now it's one of the only stories told in every corner of the world. Read it carefully. And like last week when we saw two different stories of creation edited together, we see that again. Two incredible stories. The one that dominates people's minds is the simpler one. The other one gives a whole different perspective of creation and our place in it. It is that second story, the complex one, which more accurately reflects the ancient beliefs. It tells us we're living in a type of a snow globe. There are windows and doors keeping the waters above and the waters below out. And instead of simple rain, the casements open and the water surges in. What a picture that is. It's a far cry from the rain. We get God's promise and his second of 4 covenants with man, the covenant with Noah that we see whenever it rains, the rainbow. Now we read, but we don't pay as much attention to the number of animals. Both stories have a different number of animals. We don't pay a lot of attention to the vineyards planted and the drunken orgies which takes place. And this whole reading ends with the dispersion of man and the origin of languages at the Tower of Babel, with its haunting reminder of the first part of creation when a group of gods are saying, let us. And here we are once again, Genesis 11:7. Let us go down and babble their language so that they won't understand one another's language. You know what, my friends? Noah has it all. It's an amazing reading and rarely discussed, but unbelievably important are the 7 Noahide laws. The Sheva Mitzvot B'nai Noach. These are lessons in universal morality. They are unbelievable. They're a blueprint for how to live life. And they stayed as such until the Great Epiphany on Sinai. They're fascinating. They're predicated on the fact that we're a single organism stretched over a vast but delicate globe. Every cell sharing every breath, every sip of water, every microbe, even every bit of knowledge. And the first thing we learned from Noah was that of unreligion. You see, all religions sprouted from a single seed and share a single root. And those are the real lessons Noah received from God. And we still have all of these. They've all borne fruits, but they all come from the same root. And so these 7 universal laws are applicable to all. And they are: embrace the relevance of oneness. Every life on earth breathes with purpose and meaning. And he saw himself and his children as the earth's stewards, having to care for it. Do not profane that oneness in any way. Do not damn or curse the power that conducts the universe, or deny that there is one. The third is that the value of human life cannot be measured. Do not murder. Just as there's only one force behind the universe, this force breathes within every human being. Each of us contains the soul of the universe. This is the divine image of God. The next is how we exploit the resources of our world, as we are told not to eat a limb of a living animal. We cannot eat any animal that still has lifeblood in it. So we have to wait for the symphony of life to unfold. In every event, every life, every creature, an infinite light exists, because the truth within each thing is divine. The fifth principle is about respect for the property of others. Do not steal. That includes, by diminishing someone else, making sure the benefits of your life do not come from any unfair expense or advantage of someone else. The sixth principle is about the human libido. There should be no incest, no rape, no adultery. The union of man and woman is a part of a cosmic dance that reflects the union of heaven and earth, spiritual and material oneness and diversity. And last, the seventh is to ensure justice in our world. Establish courts of law. No other creature but man requires a court to enforce the law. Everything else knows its place in the universe. Only man can disrupt the nature of things and destroy the order of the planet and put it out of sync. What an incredible series of laws for life. Now, the other thing about Noah is that it signals the time to welcome and bless our pets, but not just pets, all animals. So let's welcome those with feet, with fins, with wings, those who slither. Welcome furry ones and scaly ones. Welcome noisy ones and quiet ones. Welcome all humans and not so human. See, it's not we alone who pray and honor and share this connection. All things pray. All things pour forth their souls. All things have souls. The heavens pray, the earth prays, every creature and every living thing prays. In all life there is longing. Creation itself is but a longing, a prayer to the Almighty. What are the clouds, the rising and setting of the sun, the soft radiance of the moon, the gentleness of the night? What are the flashes of the human mind and the storms of the human heart? They are all prayers. Every creature, every living thing has relationship with God. This week we give thanks for our animal companions in life. Cats and dogs, horses, birds, bunnies, turtles, fish, so many more. How full life is because we share it with all of our animal friends. Every creature, whether their lives have intersected with human life or not, has a relationship with God. The reading of Noah reminds us that, and so it has been the traditional time for the blessing of our pets and all animals, farm animals, zoo animals, wild animals. All are our companions. We give thanks for the creatures with whom we inhabit the earth. Proverbs 12:10 tells us, a righteous person knows the soul of their animal companion, as I am sure you all know yours. Blessed are you, Lord our God, who brings animals into our lives, that we might learn love. Blessed are you, Lord our God, who knows our lives are so much better because we are together. Blessed are you, Lord our God, who helps us learn how to be better humans by teaching us through our animal companions. Blessed are you, Lord our God, who trusts us to love and care for all of creation. They are our unspoken great friends and supporters, the true envoys of unconditional love. The lessons we learn from them are innumerable. They also remind you not to count life by how many breaths you take, but by what takes your breath away. Just as you must let the abundance of joy and happiness in your life take your breath away. Go and give some thought to the pets you have and have had. It's our animal friends that tell Noah when it's safe for man to emerge. He releases the raven and then the dove. And it is the dove who returns with the olive branch, which forevermore has stood as a symbol of peace. They are our unspoken great friends and supporters, the true envoys of unconditional love. The lessons we learn from them are innumerable. They remind us how important connection to animals can be in all of the things that we do. If dogs run free, then what must be, must be. And that is all. True love can make complete grass. Stand up, straight and tall, in harmony with the cosmic sea. True love needs no company. It can cure the soul, it can make it whole. If dogs run free. Yes, my friends, the world is sacred. So is everything in it. Express your gratitude. Light a candle, make a wish, celebrate your life and the lives of those you love. Share your feelings with them. Live free, be free, honor your freedom, be well, be happy, be blessed. Share and honor the light, and all who live in the light and continue to shine. Continue to send everybody you know goodwill and love. Pray for peace and freedom for everyone, an end to terror and hatred. Remember, we're a community, my friends. We learn together, we celebrate each other, we love each other. We share this ride together, men and women equally, so let's all send out love, not fear. Send out peace, harmony, goodwill, and healing to all who need it. Please do. Learn to forgive and learn to love. Open your hearts. Honor the relationships of your life and tell those you love that you love them. Examine your intentions and use them to print your will on the universe, because we set in motion everything that happens in our lives. It is our intention, our kavana, our cause, our effect. It's all linked. You have time to forgive and to be forgiven. You have the knowledge of what's good and bad, so acknowledge what you've done wrong to yourself, to God, and to any person you've wronged. Ask forgiveness, but do so with sincerity, with accountability and vulnerability. Forgive those who've hurt you, as you learn to be forgiving and compassionate, because the secret of forgiveness, compassion, and peace is in acceptance. Can you accept yourself, other people in the world just as they are? Can you accept life as it is without trying to control it? Because if you do, you can experience the peace that acceptance brings. So keep on dreaming, my friends. Keep on being, keep sharing, keep shining, keep teaching. Keep spreading joy and goodwill. Do not follow fear. Follow love, because it's always in front of you. And remember to have faith, just as I have faith in the principle of love, and all of you. Act with purity of heart and mind. Despise none, defraud none, hate none. Cherish all. Honor every child of God, every creature of the earth. May all people know peace in this year, and may you nurture kindness and love everywhere. And please work to be present in the body. Expand the heart, quiet the mind, because the deepest source of your real power lies in your consciousness, in your ability to be mindful, to be aware, to be present in all of life's circumstances. You may not realize it, but you're forever blessed and have the ability to bring blessings to everybody you meet. Health, love, and renewal to everybody you come across, because we're all energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. Your words are your power to transform, to love, to bless. So be generous, bless others, and bless yourself. Love with the heart, because we're all part of a greater whole. Embrace love, not fear, forgiveness, not anger. Be there for someone, because someone will always be there for you whether you know it or not. And continue to explore faith and belief and what they mean to you. Never accept shame as a natural state, because whatever you feel, others have felt. Whatever you've experienced, others have too. We share together. We learn together. We help each other, because we're each of us trying to find love and acceptance and support. We all have or could have that special someone in our lives. So find them. Tell them what they mean. Keep forgiving those you need to forgive, and keep asking forgiveness from those you need to ask forgiveness of. Listen to the voice of God as he, she, it, whatever pronoun you want to use, talks to you. And relish the cleanse of the rain and the promise of the rainbow. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining there like water. I wanna know, have you I want to know, have you ever seen coming down on a sunny day? Now, friends, I know you've seen the rain, but you've also seen the sun come out right after. Right now, there is a storm, but that storm will pass. Thank you for joining me, my friends. Celebrate freedom and love, and let the world know you walk in faith and trust in yourself. Shabbat shalom and blessings to you all. Take care.